Today I'm talking to the small camera because what I have with me is my DJI FPV drone. I'm gonna take it for a spin around these mountains and we're gonna take you guys alongside with me. So let's just dive right in. So there's two things I want to talk about today about this specific drone. Now, when this came out, people were really frustrated that you couldn't record with a 24 or 25 frames per second video timeline, only 50 or 60 or even higher. But I think after using this drone for quite a while now, there's actually a good reason for this, and that is that the higher the frame rate, the more smooth the sensation is you're going to get. And well, basically that means that you're going to win more in video games. Well, here, if you're doing tricks, loops, hoops, flying through objects or something like this, having only 24 or 25 frames per second is going to be quite distracting, because the drone only has one camera, and that's the one that's recording, and as well that's the one that you're looking through and enjoying your flight. So this is one reason. Yeah, and the second thing I want to talk about is the motion blur or the ND filters. I've actually purchased ND filters for this drone. These are from PGI Tech, I think that's how that's called. And I very rarely use them. Now, the reason is pretty much the same. If you're recording with, let's say, 50 frames per second, and you slow the shutter speed down to 1/50th of a second, you're going to get that cinematic motion blur. If you play the footage back on a 25 frames per second timeline, skipping every second frame, so the speed of the playback is the same, you're just losing one frame. Now, that's going to give you that nice motion blur that you see with any sort of FPV drone flying. The problem, however, again, is that if you have so much motion blur and you're doing loops and hoops, yeah, you're still going to lose the sense of where you are. So you need really a clear, smooth playback in your goggles to be able to do any sort of tricks. And I always add motion blur in post-production. Now, I know that's cheating, but it's just so much easier. Now, it would be completely unfair for me to fly my drone here because there's people here, and it's a very touristic place. And about 5 minutes ago there were people actually swimming in this. I think it has like 6 degrees or something like that, because it's the spring of this water of this little river is here, so it's really cold, and we're underneath the mountain, so people are really seriously, you would never get me inside this water, never. So I'm going to end this video here. Thank you for coming along to my little Sunday trip to this lovely place and flying the drone with me. If you guys are new to the channel, consider subscribing and give me a comment, and hit the like button and so on and so forth. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.